Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I have a super fun tag video that I am going to be doing, and this tag was created by Ilythia Marie, which is one of my favorites here on YouTube, and the tag is called 25 questions in 25 minutes. And it is just a bunch of super fun questions pertaining to fragrance, and I really like it just to do something a little different on the channel. So thank you so much for coming up with this tag, Ilythia, because I am super excited to do it. And I had forgot about doing this tag because I have so many videos in my mind that I want to do. And then I saw Sally, which is another favorite here on YouTube. I'm gonna put both of their channels in the description box, but I'm sure that if you're subscribed to me, you have to be subscribed to them. But I saw that she posted her video, and then it reminded me to go ahead and film. So we are going to be doing that today. Before I get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, makeup, self-care, body care, all of the girly things. If you like that type of content, then please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I am so happy to have you here with me today, and you guys know how much I appreciate all of the support and the love that I get from you guys. With that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's video. So the first question is, how many perfumes do you have? And this is the question that I kind of run away from because I don't even want to say how many perfumes I have, because never in my life did I think that I would have this many perfumes. But at the moment, I own a little bit over 100 bottles, and it just got to that number ridiculously fast because I have been doing so many blind buy hauls. That's one of the reasons why I have been taking a break and I haven't been buying too many fragrances. I've been playing around with a lot of things that I have so that I can use up some bottles, make up some room. So yeah, I am a little bit over 100 bottles. Question number 2 is favorite fragrance family. That is a tough one because I feel like I'm pretty open-minded with fragrance. I kind of like dabble in a lot of different fragrance families. I would probably have to say that my favorite is probably gourmands. I like anything that smells yummy, anything that smells like a snack, anything that smells creamy, edible, warm. Those are my type of vibes. But I do like certain florals, even though they aren't my favorite. Florals would probably be the least that I like. I like fruity fragrances. I like fresh. I love fresh fragrances. So I don't know if I can pick a fragrance family, but I would probably have to say gourmands would be the top favorite of mine. Question number 3 is how many sprays. So this is a question that I think depends on the fragrance. If it is a very strong fragrance, I usually will just do 1 spray on each side of my neck, on each wrist, and probably call it a day if it's like a beast mode fragrance. But if it's one of those fragrances, because I am just very unlucky when it comes to fragrance, and a lot of fragrances do not last on me. My skin just eats them up. So for the most part, I do have to overspray a ton. So that's probably why I go through bottles so quickly. So if it's one of those fragrances where the longevity is not the best, or the projection and the sillage are just not that great, I can go all the way up to like 15 to 20 sprays because I will just spray myself all over the place. So it depends on the fragrance. And now going into question number 4, it is, where do you spray? So if it was one of the strong ones, I showed you guys where I spray. If it's one where I can pretty much just bathe myself in the fragrance, then I go down my arms, making sure that I get this area right here, my wrist, and like, I know I shouldn't do this because I don't think it's the best idea, but I have this bad habit of spraying it like all over the top of my hands, and I need to stop doing that because it's probably drying for the skin. But I just love to like smell it and test it out, so I love to have it all over my hands. And then I do 2 right here, one right in the center, and then I kind of spray my clothes on top. Then I spray about twice around my legs. So I spray a lot of perfume. Question number 5 is favorite perfume of all time. That, I mean, I think you guys already know the answer to that one. My favorite perfume of all time at the moment is Ilythia Girl of Now. I just feel like I had such an experience when I got this fragrance. I love the way it smells. I love that it's a mix of sweet and a little bit of like that patchouli in there. It's just perfect. So yeah, this has to be my favorite fragrance of all time right now, because I'm pretty sure that I could change my mind as I try new fragrances, but this has really just stayed up at the top. No matter what fragrance I get, nothing really impresses me the way that this did. I guess it's what the reason why it's my favorite. Question number 6 is least favorite perfume of all time. My least favorite perfume of all time would probably have to be one that I mentioned here on my channel. It was a Roberto Cavalli. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm gonna put a picture of it. That fragrance literally made me sick. I sprayed it once. I sprayed it on the box. I sniffed it. I got a headache. It made me sick. It made me nauseous, which other fragrances have kind of done that to me, but that one was just very, very nauseating to my nose. I don't know what it is about that one, because I was very excited because that one had orange blossom and I have been loving orange blossom, but it just did not work for me and I didn't want it anywhere near me. It was horrible. So question number 7 is, how do you store them? So I show you guys my monthly perfume little rotation tray videos, and you guys see that I have like a dresser, and the top drawer of that dresser is where I put all of my fragrances, which is almost full, and that's kind of like a sign for me to not buy anymore, but we all know how that goes. And then the top tray is where I display the ones that I am focusing on for that month, that I want to give extra love to, that I want to test out. And my closet is a walk-in closet, so it's very dark in there, it's cool in there, so I feel like they're at a pretty good storage location because they're not getting any sunlight and no extreme hot or cold weather. And yeah, that's where I store my fragrances. The next question, which is question number 8, is why did you get into perfumes? So I have been into perfumes for years, not as deeply as I am right now, but I think the main reason that I got into fragrances would go back to my mother. My mom has always loved perfume, and I remember being a little girl and young teenager, and she was the one that bought me my first fragrances. She always like had a new fragrance that she wanted, and she would let my stepdad know for like Christmas or for her birthday. There was always talk about some type of fragrance. So it started there, and then just the older I got, the more I got into fragrance. I also got into beauty, and I feel like those two things are very close together. And I just have always loved body care and feeling very clean and smelling good. It's just something that I have always loved. So question number 9 is, what is the main reason you declutter a perfume? And the main reason I declutter a perfume could be as simple as me not reaching for it as much, and I feel like if I am not head over heels in love with something, then it's not something that I need to keep in my collection. So that would be a reason why. And also maybe if I have a failed blind buy that just I don't like it. Sometimes there's fragrances that I love that all of a sudden I just don't enjoy anymore. So those would be the reasons why I declutter a fragrance. Question number 10 is, which perfumes have you totally used up? And I had to write down a list of this because I'm sure I have more, but I'm just gonna give you guys a few names. And this is going back to high school. So I used Britney Spears Fantasy up. I used a Paris Hilton perfume up, which I don't remember the name. I'll put a picture of it. my all-time favorite Gucci Guilty. I went through like maybe 3 or 4 bottles of that one. I used up Dolce & Gabbana Dolce. I used up a bottle of Flora Botanica before. I also recently just went through a Marc Jacobs Daisy Love, Bulgari Omnia Crystalline, I think was the name. I'll put a picture of that one as well. I used up about 2 bottles of MAC Turquatic, and I have used up Chloe as well. I believe 2 bottles of that one as well, and I'm pretty sure that there's more. I just can't remember, but I have been loving fragrance for a while, and my collection before wasn't as big as it is now, so I used to go through fragrances really fast. The next question is favorite perfume YouTube channels to watch. I'm gonna take long in this question. I feel like I'm running out of time, but I have so many people that I love here on YouTube. This community is probably the best community ever. So let me go ahead and just start naming a few, and I have so many. But favorites: Ilythia Marie, she's one of my favorites. I love Adriana DC. I love Amanda Coco Cabana. I love her channel. Charlotte Ross, that's another one that I have been watching a ton. I love her thumbnails. Like, just by looking at her thumbnail, you will want to watch her videos. They're so nice. Gabby loves Perfume. Opinionated Scents, we all know that one. I mention her like in almost every video. Rebecca Cayazo, another one of my favorites. Karina Waldron, I love watching her channel. Cassandra, she told me that her name was with a K, so I'm still waiting on the pronunciation, but I love watching her perfume videos. I also love Chrissy P, Lonely Mom. I love watching her. I watched her before I even started my channel. Maria Colette, I hope I said that right. Maria, is it Colette or Colette? I love her videos as well. I also love Paola Bianca. Another one that I love to watch is Rose Ayala, Perfume Addict. You guys check her out. She has a beautiful perfume collection. I remember watching her perfume collection and I was just in love. It was so nice. So check her channel out. Sally Marion, I hope I said the other name right. I love her channel. Takara Thompson, I love her as well. There are just so many. There's way more than that as well. When I'm not uploading YouTube videos, I have free time to myself, I'm usually watching all of these girls and their amazing perfume videos. So question number 12, very first perfume you ever bought because of a YouTuber. This will go back all the way to Beauty by Rosita. She was my favorite ever since I was about 17 years old, 18 years old. I've been watching her since forever, and she was probably the only person, and Kathleen Lights, that I used to watch that would talk about perfumes. I didn't know that there was a fragrance community back then. And Beauty by Rosita recommended, I think she was the one that recommended Gucci Guilty, and then from there it was that I discovered my love for that fragrance. So that was my first purchase because of a YouTuber. Question number 13 is, what is your goal for your perfume collection? I don't really have a goal for it. I would say that my goal would be not to let it get out of control. I try to declutter and to organize it and make sure that I am pretty much studying my collection, what I'm not using, what I'm using. I don't want it to get out of control, but doing YouTube has been a little bit difficult to keep it under control. But yeah. Question number 14, most expensive perfume you ever bought. I still haven't gotten into the whole niche world or spending a ton of money on fragrance. I'm sure that if I find a fragrance that is worth it, I wouldn't mind. But the most expensive perfumes I would have to say are my replica perfumes by Maison Margiela and my Clean Reserve perfumes, which are about $130 for the bottle. So those are the most expensive ones that I own. But for the most part, I try to get my fragrances at discount prices or the most affordable that I can get. Question number 15 is best blind buy in recent memory. Again, I'm gonna go with Girl of Now by Ayala. I don't think any blind buy has impressed me as much as this perfume. When I got this, I just fell head over heels in love with it. I kept sniffing it. I go to my collection just to smell this because I love it so much. So this is my favorite blind buy so far. Question number 16 is your partner's favorite scent on you. And I just recently did my husband rates my perfumes, and I have mentioned to you guys in a few other videos that his favorite fragrance on me is Ariana Grande's Cloud. So that is his favorite. Question number 17, if you had a signature scent, what would it be? I am so not the one to have a signature scent. I smell different every day. I have a different scent every single day. If I had to have a signature scent, I have shown this 3 times already, but Girl of Now, Ayala would probably be it. And then question number 8 is dupe houses, yes or no? For me, I would probably prefer to have the original fragrance, but I don't have anything against a dupe. And I actually want to get into trying out dupes more for you guys, because I know that there are certain people that either don't want to spend that much on a fragrance, or you know, you just want to explore dupes. So it's kind of like a yes and a no. Like if I had to choose an original over a dupe, I'll probably go with the original. And I think it's more because of the creativity of the bottles and the way that the fragrances are all unique. That's probably the only reason why. But question number 19 is how often do you wear perfume? I wear perfume day and night. Not in the morning. I never wear fragrances in the morning because they tend to give me a headache if I put them on too early in the day. But usually after lunchtime, if I shower and get myself ready, I'll be wearing a fragrance at that time. And then once I shower at night, I wear perfume again. So I wear perfume to bed. Question number 20 is last perfume you let go of and why? The last perfume that I let go of was the Britney Spears Midnight Fantasy, which I featured in my latest celebrity fragrance haul, because I like the way that it smelled on my wrist, but when I wore that perfume, I got extremely sick from that one as well. So that one is in my little bin of declutters. My sister-in-law's coming pretty soon, and I'm gonna tell her to choose from a few fragrances that I have in there that she might want to take with her. I also will be letting go of Jasmine Air from KKW Fragrance. It didn't work out when I put it all over my body. I don't like the smell of that one. And then I am also going to be letting go of Coach Floral because it was giving me a headache. So I like the scent of that one, but I was getting a headache from it. Question number 21 is perfume you'd most like to buy. I think that the perfume I would most like to buy right now is Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl. I have my eye on that one. I am going to try and pick it up from Macy's very soon. I also want the Angel Eye Star really bad. And I am definitely going to get the new Kayali, I already forgot the name, Utopia. She just put it, I think, this morning on Instagram, and I am just obsessing over it, and I don't even know how it smells. But yeah. Question number 22, perfume everyone else seems to like that you don't. I think the number one fragrance that everyone loves that I don't would have to be Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. Everyone loves that perfume. Even my mom wore that perfume for a while, and I just can't. I tried it so many times and I just can't get into it. I haven't tried it in a while, so maybe I'll try it again, but I just don't really like that one. And also the original Alien. I love that fragrance on other people, but every time that I try it on myself, it's a no. It gives me a headache. It's too much. So that is that. Question number 23 is favorite thing about perfume in general. To me, my favorite thing about perfume in general would have to be just the scent memories that you could create with fragrances. I feel like it's just so crazy how you can pick up a fragrance and smell it and just go straight to a certain memory, a certain place. I feel like that is so exciting. And I also just love the bottles. I love the experience of getting a new fragrance and just admiring the work that was put into that fragrance, the creativity, the artistry, just everything in general. But the main thing that I love is just the memories that are connected to the scents. I love that. Question number 24. Are you a blind buyer or a try before you buy? I would say that I'm both. I have been doing a whole lot of blind buying, but I definitely, if I get to try the fragrance before buying it, I kind of prefer to do that, because then I'll be almost sure that I'll enjoy the fragrance. Question number 25 is, if you created your own perfume, what would it smell like and what would the notes be? I'm really not sure. I know that the fragrance would definitely be like a creamy type of fragrance. It would have vanilla, it would have almond in it for sure, a little bit of patchouli. Yeah, I would just want like a creamy, sensual, something with almonds, but then sensual at the same time, like deep. Yeah, that would probably be what it would be. So that is it for the tag. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will be tagging a few YouTubers in the description box below, but if you have a YouTube channel and you would like to do this tag, I would love to hear your answers for these questions. And that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let's go ahead and let's chat in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video.